but you rescued me from reaching for the bottom. Brought me back from the end too far gone. You're as sweet as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay strong on your love all the time. Yeah, yeah. See, I've been looking for love in all the same old places. Found the bottom of the bottle's always dry. But when you poured out your heart, I didn't waste it. 'Cause there's nothing like your love to get me high. Oh, it's smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay strong on your love all the time, all the time, all the time. My, my, my. My, 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 my. Talking about my baby. Yeah. You want me to do the whole song, baby? You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay strong on your love all the time, all the time, all the time. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. Oh, Tennessee whiskey. Oh, Tennessee whiskey. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. My Tennessee whiskey. Oh, Tennessee whiskey. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Well, my name's John Lee Pettimore. same as my daddy and his daddy before. You hardly ever saw Granddaddy down here. They only come to town about twice a year. They buy 100 pounds of yeast and some copper line. Everybody knew that it made moonshine. Now the revenue man wanted Granddaddy bad. Headed up a holler of everything he had. For my time, but I've been told you never come back from Copperhead Road. Now Daddy ran a whiskey in a big black Dodge. Bought it at an auction at the Mason's Lodge. Johnson County Sheriff painted on the side. Just shot a coat of primer, then looked inside. Well, him and my uncle tore that engine down. I still remember that rumbling sound. And then the sheriff came around in the middle of the night. Heard Mama crying that something wasn't right. He's headed.
Some things with you guys, like all because for some reason people want to like try to ruin our life and anything we have planned, you know. So unfortunately, we can't share like some things with you guys like all the time, and not until after it happens.
There's a lot we can't share.
Yeah, I've learned that unfortunately I can't.
Hey guys. So Gavel Geeks has a live coming up at 8:45. So I figure I will just play some stuff up until then. Warm some streets up. You guys can have my space to talk, chat it up, say whatever you want, just be respectful. And that's just what I'm doing. That's all we're doing.
Yeah, and it's like because of, you know, you guys have seen exactly why.
Especially in Summer's case, there's a lot we can't show.
Yeah.
We're limited at what I can show.
Yeah, because it's freaking dangerous.
Yeah, it goes deeper than anybody ever knows.
I know.
It don't just involve Summer's case, it involves several kids' cases.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we wish the best for Laura too, and I'm sure anybody.
Sorry, I had to cut everything off. I had to talk to the houseman a second.
You didn't miss anything, Karma.
Crystal just said, so is that where you were the day Summer went missing? At Jamie Cox's?
No.
Did you stop by there?
I stopped by there the day Summer went missing. Yes.
Yeah.
That was after I spoke to Andy at Zoomers.
Yep. He has nothing to hide, Crystal. I don't understand why you're doing this.
Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Tell me lies, tell me lies. Oh no, you can't disguise.
Be talking shit to you about her, so nice try. Can you guys block her? I lied. What did I lie? What did I lie about? You saying you lied, you lied. Does not prove anything. People don't do their homework. Like the thing is, people talk.
All these clips are unlisted. But you will see that and you'll hear things put a different way, different times. You know, there's just not one timeline. There's not. It may seem that way, but there's not. And here recently, I was told that Fred's bike story didn't happen on the 15th. Okay. So that's his main event of the day. So if he did not haul a bike on the 15th, then what the hell were you doing all day, Fred?
Talk shit about the CPS stuff, about Fred, just about several things like I've done or people I've talked to. And they always twist things. It's never correct. It's like if they would just listen, they would understand, but they don't want to listen. That's the thing. They want content. They want something to go against, and they want to make it into something salacious and just much more exciting, like, oh gosh, a rendezvous with Fred Hill,
People need to tell the truth, not go and add on to it.
Do you think that Dawn really said that to that Rick Crawford guy? Or do you think
She did it like this. When she went missing, when I come in at about 7 o'clock that evening, she done do all everything. Well, I was probably coming by 8.
But you had already been in.
The whole holler shut down,
You had already been in earlier that day, though, right? You were already in earlier that day, right? That's just when you
Yeah,
came.
I've been here all day up to about, I don't know, probably about 5, 5:30 or something. And that's when I went out. And then I come back in and got my trailer to haul that motorcycle. So that probably put it around 6:30 or something over, between 6 and 6:30.
So right before
I
she.
didn't see nothing, nobody right there.
Right when she was.
Nothing at that time, But when I come back.
So that's the clip. I think that was the second time she went down and talked to him. He had told her he was there all day up until 5:30, right? So I guess that blows seeing Andy at 5:30. Can't do both.
Back in from go store and taking that motorcycle. I ended up with another motorcycle on Thursday coming back with it. She was sitting out there. But, what was I saying to you? My mind went blank for a second.
You were saying how you went back in at 7. You were about to say something about when you came back in at 7.
Yeah.
And I asked you.
I don't think exactly.
You guys grabbed the trailer and motorcycle.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think how I want to say here, too,
Oh, why?
How I want to word it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't know if there was something you weren't supposed to say.
I come in at 8 o'clock. Well, the hauler shut down. Well, I come on up here, and then I actually walk back down there.
Mm-hmm.
And it is weird because just like within hours of the mission, like Andy's daughter, the one that he's supposed to told that he seen her body, see, I was brought up that day, and he's down there.
No, Fred. Okay, look, buddy. Andy could not have had a dream. I guess he could have, but that's not what happened. This whole dream shit. Fred right there was telling her that he came home and then he walked back down there, okay? And then Andy proceeds to tell him about the dream. Andy didn't have the dream the 14th. I don't know when he had it, but he didn't have it the night before Summer disappeared. I just wish that Fred would take accountability that he is screwed up on his days. Fred is one who has made himself look guilty by attaching himself and lying and all this. I've got many clips of him saying different days and times, and it's disgusting.
And he loved it. He didn't know why she even said that because Sue asked him right then, why did.
Well, see, if something like that happened, Boo. Oh, I remember what I asked him, because if something like that happened and he did tow out something that had a body in it, he would not have been aware of it. It would have had to have been that. I did ask him if he thinks that there's a chance that Candace or somebody stashed Summer in one of the vehicles that he was towing out that day. He did say that. I said, would it have been possible? Like, could somebody have done that without you knowing? and he did say yes. So
Okay, right there. So Ziggy and Fred, I need you to address this right here. So you two had a conversation, is what you're saying, that you approached Fred and asked him if Summer could have been put in one of his cars he hauled off. And he told you yes. Well, how is that possible if today's story is he didn't haul vehicles? How's that possible?
I do remember that.
Mm.
He did say, yeah, it's possible, I suppose, like, because I was always going down to my mom's house, and actually, I don't know if it was him I asked or I might have asked both him and his girlfriend.
You think he was home that day?
Yeah, I know he was.
Where? Oh, you saw him?
Yeah.
Where'd you see him at?
At his house, because I was in and out. I hauling junk that day. I was hauling a bunch of cars and stuff out. And like Andy, he was in here that day.
Call 911. She walked down here. You don't remember what time that day that was?
He was at 3. I think it was probably about 4:30 wasn't it? Because I've been
Wow. She didn't call.
Because where I hauled cars, if I wasn't there before 4 o'clock, they wouldn't take them. That was about 3:30 when I got loaded. That's when Andy come in around that time. Like I was loading it. Then we left and just went on to the store one. It's about 4:30. Because
You went to the store? What store did you go to, Fred? You don't say that you went to the store in your final timeline. It's not part of it. Fred said that, now Laura will tell you that they hauled cars. I don't know where she's at with all this, but she has stuck to that they hauled cars 3 days up until the 15th. And so anyway, Fred's events are he was doodaddling with the truck and the cars coming in and out, but yet he only had to move just for Andy. He doesn't say he had to move for the truck. He didn't have to move for the young lady that supposedly came in, which, I don't even know if it's been confirmed that she came in that day or that time. I've asked around, not really got any answers on that one. But he said they left out, and for whatever reason, they went to Miss Glenda's house to use her Wi-Fi. Now, at that time, Fred had Wi-Fi availability at his mom and dad's house. So I question why he was headed to her house to use her Wi-Fi. So anyway, he says she wasn't home and leaves White Hollow Road. And he sees a bike stalled out in Tim Shipley's driveway. Now, this did happen. This has confirmed happened. And apparently, Mr. Shipley wasn't happy that Fred was on his property that day and told him to leave and never come back. But it's been said it was not the 15th. So Fred proceeds to pick up this bike for this total stranger. He says he was just being a good citizen. And now we know, apparently, that the bike was stolen. The guy had found the bike in Beach Creek somewhere. Fred said somewhere, which tells me it wasn't found where he found it. Story still doesn't make sense to me. And the guy asked him to help him. And Fred said, yeah, I'll help you. Just give me a few minutes. So Fred goes back on to Ben Hill. After all the trouble he had all day long with that escort in the trailer, he decides, and he has already said he was in a hurry to get out of there. He had shit to do. Takes the time to go back to Ben Hill, hook the trailer back up, and then he goes back to Shipley's driveway, which is by Light Hollow Road. And he takes this trailer and bike to West Side Inn. I believe they have tore that down. They're rebuilding something. That hotel was known for deplorable living conditions. They had a lot of fines, and so they shut it down. So anyway, he says that they stopped at Zoomer's first and then West Side, and then Fred went back to Zoomer's to get gas. And then he goes and hits Jamie Cox's house. Now, Jamie Cox's house is where he deals his drugs. It's not my business what he does. I really don't want to know. This is just Fred's words, what he has said. Said he stopped and did some dope. So Mr. Fred Hill is flying high the 15th. And I'd imagine Laura probably was too. And then they go to, I'm going to use Fred's words because there's a lot of people that lived in this trailer that he said he visited that day. I just don't think it's fair to bring in names that haven't been mentioned. There's no reason for it. They have no connection to Summer. So anyway, a bunch of people are in this trailer that he stops at, and he says Brandon Clark's there that day. And Brandon wanted him to take a look at his bike. So he loads Brandon's bike up and takes it back to his house. Did he make another stop? I think that's it. Yeah. And then, by the time he gets there, road shut down and they're looking for Summer. So when you watch that Ryan Finds Truth video, those two people that were talking, now they said something totally different. And I wasn't there. I go on facts and what makes sense. And those two people were talking about the timeline of 5:30, 5:45. And that's not what time all this was going down. They said that the cops flew by and that's when they were over by Ben Hill, that it just couldn't have been because all this didn't start happening till after 6. So, I would like for those two people to maybe take another look at what happened, because they had told Brian that they seen Fred already in the holler, but he was backing up, and then they don't know where he went. And that doesn't make sense to me. I don't think it happened that way. It should be fair on all sides, no matter who it is. The truth should be the truth. And Karma, yeah, I seen that. I seen Candace talk. I'm never happy when Candace gets on. And, she brought up Summer a little bit. She spoke a little bit. But usually when she goes live, she doesn't talk about Summer. And she could talk about Summer every day of her life, and she doesn't. But I guess that's her prerogative. I'm going to hit play on this one and find something else.
So you think 7 went missing around 4:30 was the time that she came over?
Yeah, it's the sun between.
Because she didn't call till 6:30.
I left here at like 4:30, and then when I come back in, they done had the holler shut down. I had to take him. I mean, they let me in. I had to move everything to let me in.
You would think to a degree that everybody's a little bit autistic, you know, like it's a spectrum. Some just very, very low.
Did you see him like coming out the driveway?
Yeah, he was going in, actually.
Oh wow.
The seat like Indians was in there. Because I'd been.
John came down to his property that time. I guess would be still kind of light out because when he left, but you gotta remember it's summer, so it's gonna be light till like 9:30ish or so. At this time. So when he walked down the 110 or went down the 110, I don't know if he walked, but if he went I'm guessing he did. I don't know. When he went down to 110, it was light. When he got back from recording, it was dark. Anyways, he's estimating that the time they got back and saw that Summer was missing was about 7 p.m. When he pulled up, and also another thing, he had never seen George Bernard wear anything. He always wears shorts. And that day he was wearing long pants, which was odd to Fred. He noticed that because it's like he had never seen.
Which that's odd in itself because Fred said he hasn't seen George Bernard in 20 years. Right? So if you don't see a dude in 20 years, then why are you judging him on him wearing shorts? It just made no sense. Half the shit he says doesn't make any sense. I seen TPE and 06 in here. Hey. I'm just playing some stuff until Gavel goes live. I should play my, let me go to my playlist of when Fred talks about poo. Working with the law. Fred's working with the law. Here's how I feel about some things while I'm looking. I have heard Fred talk an awful lot about Knoxville. Okay. And he has said a lot of things about debt money. 50,000, 40,000. He has put out there who Don's drug dealer is. Fred knows all the things. Fred did some time in Knoxville in a transition house, halfway house, whatever they called it. And he was kind of on the secret mission. And he was recording people with his own phone. And apparently, back in May, well, even before that, in April, when Ziggy went down there, she said in that live, that's what they were doing down there. They were checking things out. What's the word for that? I don't have a word for it. I feel put on the spot. You're going. Damn it. Anyway, they were down there messing with talking to people, about trafficking, and Fred records people on his phone and he turns all this, so he says, he turns all this stuff in on his phone where some guy was talking about Don coming down there and talking to Summer and seeing Summer. And, it's either one big, huge, elaborate lie, okay, or there's something to it. And I want to know which it is. And if it's one huge, big, elaborate lie, they both need charged for doing what they're doing in Summer's case. 100%. All right, so I have a playlist with some things that Fred has said about working with Ellie, including that night. Oh, I've got y'all on playlist. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I just forget what I named it. I bet you it's that one with the car on it. No. Empress City. PG. I'm not going to play it all, but there's a good one that Lippy just put out. I just put it under my playlist. Check this one out. You know what? That's a good thing I should do. I should show you guys my notification. Some videos that I seen the past few days. Oh, wow. Old Holler Girl.
He said,
what does she go by now? Lady R. They both have decided to burn all their notes, and I guess they're hanging their hat on the shelf. They're done. And Lady R has put out some videos. One I heard of. It's a very terrible video about Summer. Ericon put it out. It's disgusting. I won't play it, but I recorded it just so I have it. I like having everything I can. But here's Lippy's video. Actually, yeah, she'll get the credit if I play it. Yeah, I'll play a little bit of it.
he said, they had me tell them a number that I had wrote down, and they asked me to lie about what number I wrote down, but I don't lie for no one.
Well, we know that's a lie in itself because, as some of you might know, Fred and Ziggy has been playing poly games with Cher. I'm going to say one thing about that, and one thing only. I have not seen any paperwork that says this is how much the poly is going to be. So I would say if any creator is asking for help, is crowdsourcing for help, that you should at least know what you're paying for. Has she shown a receipt for this poly, how much it's actually costing? Because if so, I've missed that. And I think it was the last video. I seen a couple people super chatted $50 here and $50 there. In case you're not aware, YouTube takes a big chunk out of super chats. So pretty much half that money you donated isn't even helping. YouTube gets it.
Yeah. They did? Again? They gave you a lie detector test?
I think they may have found her.
You think they may have found her?
Because he wouldn't straight up answer me when I asked him if she was in the cave.
In the cave? You think, is that where you were thinking she was?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were saying she was off like a cliff.
She is underwater.
Underwater? So when did you learn this? Through what? So you heard this? I mean, who did you speak? It sucks, that phone. Is there another phone there you can call me on? Or is there just one phone? They're all used?
Yeah.
Hey, who did you talk to? Did you talk to TBI or Hawkins County?
I talked to Hawkins County.
You think it was Hawkins County?
Yes.
Who was it that questioned you?
So if you don't know about Lippy, Lippy is also a clipper. She's awesome. She puts a lot of work in her videos, I can tell. Check her out. I'm going to show you, just in case you missed it. Oh, it's not here. It's somewhere else. This chick is on a road to disaster or something. I don't know. I don't know what's happening with her, but apparently the other night she decides that she wanted to look like Jason Voorhees. Okay.
How she's been deal. That I put it on for a second and set it back there. I don't know.
Just in case you're not aware of the Impress Ziggy channel, it's Ziggy's tarot channel.
But I thought I would give her more content to use here. At least it won't be made up. It will be, my actual stuff. So you're welcome. Here we go. We're going to do a reading for 6 up and see. I'm going to try to be completely fair and see what Spirit wants 6 up to know about her behavior and how she's been, stalking me for 4 years. What does Spirit think of it is what I want to know. Like, what is Spirit's message to 6 up about her obsession with Ziggy? So here we go.
No, thank you. And thank you, TP, for dropping her link. 6 went live the other night, and I don't know the timestamp, but you're going to hang
a lie
around.
detector.
I cheered her on when she said this. It was at the end.
Heard from about Fred and stuff, but yet I just don't get that. That doesn't make.
Fred has said for incriminating statements that Candace and Don combined. Just saying. I agree. And that's the part that's actually pretty scary. Ziggy, I don't hear any boop, boop. Where you at, bitch? You have an urgent message. Come on over, Miss Obvious. Where you at? Oh, there you are on my screen, looking like a fucking tweaked out weirdo in a closet.
Out November 2022. I can't remember if he was around then yet. As long as he wasn't.
I mean, if I were her, I would go to the doctor and see what the fuck's going on. Why this keeps happening. Like, why are all these things happening? Like, if you're not. Oh, fuck no. Not ever. Nope. Hell no.
So your mother's still alive. So the rumors. Okay, so then you'll. How about you also be a part of? So I don't know if you meant it like that. Like as far as he would after this is when Joey he would go his way where goes looking.
I got a order tonight of like just a snack like from Walmart. Just sorry, but
There's went live yesterday. So I don't know, guys. And I went through his pictures, and that is very. I was talking to somebody, and
that was dumb shit right there. She was trying to say that Candace had a picture of a dog on her, was it Facebook? And she was trying to say it was Jason Jensen, the PI. She was trying to say it was the same dog. What is wrong with her? That's what I want to know. What is wrong with her? Is it purposeful? Is it really? Does this chick look at what she's doing every day on here as a job? Does she think that this is her job? Honest question. All right. I want to find it, and then I want to show you Gavel's channel, and then I'm going to turn it off because I am going to tune in myself.
And now it seems like Candace is kind of upset about something that has to do with Nana for Life. So with Dawn Wells, I'm guessing that Dawn Wells hung out with, oh my God, this is hilarious. Nana for Life is a Ben Hill tour guide and career comes to Ben Hill.
You know what's crazy? Is whenever you start talking about Fred's sister fucking Dawn, you look at him like that and he typically just leaves the area. Probably because he knows you're a fucking liar. What kind of person makes up such a thing? What kind of person makes up such a thing?
Well, she has to bring around is really, really weird. Yeah, she's talked a lot of horrible things about Fred and I, so that's another one that sucks because it doesn't make sense. Like she would tie herself to certain ones, like Dawn and Candace, but yet once again attack Fred like endlessly. And then also, and it started. She didn't used to be like that. It all started at the same time that Jenny and Adrian and them had that started doing their shit. Started at the same time. It was around the time that they took that whole break from YouTube and disappeared. I went to YouTube, or went to Ben Hill, and then they disappeared completely from YouTube for a while. And it was like, okay, what happened? It was like crickets. And then all of a sudden they're coming out saying, oh, well, we decided we're not going to talk, we're not showing any type of footage, we're done talking to someone else, blah, blah, blah. You guys remember that? Didn't show us anything.
Yeah, we played that.
Yeah, and I have a feeling
the part.
I have a feeling that they're going to address that tonight.
That I was specifically looking for, I think we went over to. So, Ziggy, you're not very good at this. Look at you. 84 views. For 42 minutes, you sat there in a sweater in your fucking closet. Welcome to Empress Ziggy. You sat there with a fucking mask on, projecting and talking about me. Wow. She has no idea what she says is spreading. It's awful, Breach. Like I often think about that. Like me and my brother don't even really like we're not like super uber duper close, but I can promise you that if another person was sitting there running their fucking mouth about me like that, he'd be like, wait a minute, hold up, what?
Mm-hmm.
Irregardless, I mean, it's incredibly fucked up. Yeah, he knows. If we can get her a starfish costume. Just asking. It's not true, but if it were, how fucking gross and sick is it that you're obsessed with a 5-year-old little girl you never fucking knew, whore? That's gross. Especially when you're married to someone that could have killed her. He could have killed her, Ziggy, and you fucking lay it all with him. Convicted child abuser, methamphetamine dealer, suspect of multiple murders, and you're coming on here wearing a fucking mask and think that anybody is fucking obsessed with you? Bitch, we're watching a fucking train wreck. A full-on fucking train wreck. Nobody's obsessed, but we're sure as fuck here for it, bitch.
That's right. Here for it. show you Gavel Geeks just in case. I don't know what's happening. It's not getting any better, you guys, with the coverage of summer, but I mean, you know, there's nothing I can do. I've learned that, you know, I made some videos to show you what was said and what they're saying now. And I actually did see a significant amount of the loss of subs on her channel. She lost about 400. Not putting that just on me. There's a few of us that call out the bullshit. But then this marriage with Cher came up, and you know, now she's back up, and it's defeating because I think you guys are looking at this poly like it's going to do something for summer, and it's not. It's not going to give Andy credibility. It's not going to give Fred credibility. It's not going to prove anything. You know, Adrian's not going to shut her face. She's never going to stop saying Andy was on the road. So what is it changing? What answers? Nothing. Here's the live, and I'm done right here. I'll see you there.